Okay, again, good night everyone. So, announcements time. Already copy of all this stuff from the camera, and I have them here on the desktop, just waiting to use. Right, so I have all these things here. So, firing up Corel. Actually, I have it open already. I'll create my folder ready to put my announcement videos in. Now I just drag everything from announcements. Control A to select all. Drag into there. And wait for this nice thumbnail collection thingy to finish. I guess if you have a faster computer it should be not so long. Wow, I'm very tired right now because as you can see again, the time is like it's already Sunday morning and announcements still have to be edited, so I think I'm gonna try to rush edit, but also try to do it in such a way where you all could have an idea how to do it properly. Okay, I know in the last one I said that is the last scene in each one, which is correct. The last scene for this one would be here because I know she was sitting on in the front, and then she started to walk, and we did a couple of walking stuff. So all these here is the same scene. I think the last scene would be walking would be this one here because it's the last one in this scene, and then this one is the last one in that scene. No, this one is the last one in that scene. Then we have this one here. Basically, I guess is if you shoot announcements, then you would kind of get it. I think explaining it now might be a little hard there, but I guess if you shoot it and you have an idea how you shot the announcements and which shot was the best one and all that stuff, you would kind of get it faster. So let me not take time and explain that. Alright, so let's move really quickly. Remember the rule. You drop a black graphic in the front. I usually put it about 5 seconds, and then basically just have to choose now each clip. Now I think I could fairly remember which ones are shot and how. Okay, I think I might have to play back a little bit to find it out. Just bear with me. This one might be a little bit long. Okay. Now I should just say this tutorial will be a little bit long because usually editing announcements take me about half an hour when I do it really fast, and about 15 minutes when I really rushing, and I don't have the energy to rush right now. So we're gonna be taking a little bit of time to do this. I believe that is that. Okay, no, that one. Right, this one. I think today we had a kind of like a lot of announcements. Usually I don't even think it would be this much, but we just have a whole lot, and I think even right now we have to do some announcements by voice anymore, like live in the morning, because I couldn't put all here, it would just be too much. Alright, so basically now what you want to do is you want to bring it into your sound editor, right? And while these waveforms load in, now it have two ways you could figure out where your announcement starts, and basically you want to have it close to where it starts. What I mean is like this time here is the prep time and shoot, and then you see where the voice where it begins here, where the waveform starts to spike, that's where she starts to talk. So basically I just use this waveform, the sound editor, to kinda get a closer basically I don't have to look at each video to realize where she's starting and where she's stopping. Just using the waveforms I can see, okay, she starts at this point and stops at this point. Oh, I don't know if I show you all this already, but while you need to cut like stuff, you need to cut clips. Like, okay, this clip here, I could have just gone here and cut it, right, and just delete that. Delete, right. You don't necessarily have to do that. You could just like click and just drag it in, and that will kind of bring it down to where you want it to be. Alright, I think this would start somewhere here. I think it finishes off with here. Right, this one would start somewhere around here. Finish there. Now you might notice that it's just leaving like a little bit. Like I'm not carrying it exactly to where she's talking. So like she begins to talk here, but I'll leave like this space in between here. This space is where your transition will fit. So your transition will take up from here to here. Ideally that is what you want. You want the transition to just take up that little empty space that you're leaving, so that the person's voice doesn't get cut off when you're transitioning. If you transition, if you have like the clip like right up to the voice when they start talking, and you do a transition, you will not hear what they're saying for a certain thing. The transition will just like kill it. Okay, so I think I pretty much have everything there now set. I've chopped out all the beginning and end of the clips that I don't need, and now we just gonna add stuff to it. Just for sake of this time. Alright, so remember I said that we could drag in stuff like that, transitions, because, well, yeah, we could drag in transitions. Right, so she begins to talk here, so you have to make sure that after your transition, you still get where she begins to talk. Okay. And I guess just for the first time doing this, I'll just like not just do a fade for each thing. I think this is the first time actually allowing the software to choose some stuff. We usually do this, but I guess I don't want to have to choose all that stuff right now. And I want to make it add a cool effect, because normally computer randomly choosing and randomly selecting transitions from one video to the other, so I don't have to go and do that by hand. But usually, I think as mentioned, usually I just fade from using crossfade. This one here in my options, crossfade, I usually use that for most times. And again, the reason why I'm using this sound editor, it is coming handy all the time, is because I can actually see now where I'm transitioning from. So if I have this little space, a little gap here, the little gap in the audio here, and then a little gap in the audio there, and then she begins to talk. So you have like a little pause in between, so that everything is just like jumble. Like as soon as she finishes one thing, she's saying something again, and people's like, okay, well, I ain't finished here the last one yet, that kind of thing. Because remember, with announcements, you have to kind of be slow. You can't, I think if you run down on stuff too fast, people just don't remember. So taking time is a good thing to do. I'm not so sure when we're doing it live, we just take our time, because most of the time we time critical, we have a certain time to finish in and all that kind of stuff. But when we have more control in video, I think we could do that. I'll make sure people fully get what we say in the announcements. Alright, and the end, I would really like the end to fade. I'll do a long fade. I'll just like drop in the fade here and do it for like about 2-3 seconds. Now, while the fade for 3 seconds, I need to go back in the sound editor, which you can see a chopping sound here. For some reason, a chopping sound, so I need to lengthen the clip a little bit so that I don't chop out what she's saying. Okay. Alright, this time I will set it back a little bit, because the bar will kind of fade out and give a nice fade out effect right time region to be plant down here. And let's just lengthen the black graphic. So as I told you already, the black graphic is really and truly for people who do in projector, so that they have that time to bring across the clip without no one seeing maybe clip there, and then to when it's finished to get time to carry it back and all that sort of stuff. Alright, so we have a basic announcement. We have with basic all the clips and everything. We have that down. Alright, let's just add in things quickly. We're going to add in the church number, and we're going to add in the website. So we are quickly using this one here. Double click on it. Stuff you need to know to do with text, right? Text is really tricky because once you have animated text inside it, if you don't want the animation to come up, you need to go and take it off. So you double click on text and you go in attributes, and under animation you unselect apply. Let me give you an idea why that will be useful. Now this, if I want this text to be 30 seconds long, 22 seconds long, right? And let's just say I have this animation on. It's going to take approximately 22 seconds or something like that just to come on screen. Alright, just now I haven't selected yet. Alright, cool. Alright, it's going to take like time, 22 seconds. As you can see, 16 seconds passed already, and it now reached on. So what this will look like in the real world is that it takes basically 10 seconds to just reach on the screen, and you don't want to have that. So you just want to have it static. You just come up there, so you just unclick this. Let's put the church number here, which is 619 3159. Ooh, okay, I know the church changed like one of the digital phone numbers. Usually I'll put a digital phone number, but I don't know it right now which one actually operational, but so I won't put that. So let's just put the number there, and let's Control C to copy this. And when you Control C, you don't necessarily, you just click on it, you Control C, and it will give you the option to like drop stuff in certain areas, right? So just drop that there, double click on it, and you put in what you want. I put in the website here, FCFC, oh no, sorry, www. Just something, I don't think you don't, I don't know if you all know, but you don't need to put www when you're typing a web address. But just as a formality, we just don't put it. Alright, I'm put that right at the middle, like this. So we could just like copy these like straight through, say Control C, put that at the end, Control C, put that at this end, and you just keep on going down the line until we finish. Alright, so this is the last one. I'll just drag it out to the end. Right, so that all that there, and just like what I did with this slideshow, I don't want this to like just appear. I don't want to just appear on the screen. So I'm gonna drag it back a little bit just to have it like in the middle of where the transition or the fade to come in is. And I'm going to drop a transition on it, a crossfade transition in the beginning, so it has a nice fade in. Right, so see, it has a nice fade in. Okay, what? Let's do something here. Let's just put office number. Office tell office number. Oops. And guys, as I will say again, okay, so I have Sarah in an unusual pose there. Sorry, Sarah. Yar. Okay, let's make it a little smaller to fit. Not saving it. Ooh, yeah, that's a good point. I should actually save this before I lose all. think it had times that I working like on large projects and I forgot to save early up in it, and everything just went, and that was like the end of it. Okay, I just gonna name it announcement right now. Just gonna replace this one here. Right, so that is saved. Alright, I guess I'll have to remove all these. Delete. Right, and just Control and C for this one. Control C. Okay, not sure why it's not allowing me to drop it on the title track, but they could drop it on an overlay track, which is a video track, and I think I'll just like drag it down. Yeah, I could do that. I think it have like a bit of a transition in between each of the every time text, right? I think it have a nice transition. So I'm gonna play with that. That's kind of set things out, right? Alright, so the numbers there for the church office and the website there. So basically we good there with the text stuff. Right. Last thing is we have to put in a little sound. Well, Pastor have his song set. I have this song on the computer somewhere. Where is that song? Blessed Messenger. Thank you in advance. I have that song somewhere. Let's just dig quickly for it. You know it's here. Thanks. Right, look. And we drag it in now. Proper thing is drag it in your folder first. Then the music track. Right, we have it there. Lovely. Right, and I'm gonna cut it like about halfway, like here, so there. Bring it down. Right, so the end basically ends with our clip. So we don't have to do no fancy ending or kind of thing. The music should end it off by itself. Right, that's okay. One thing we didn't do with text, we didn't fade out at the end here, so we just drag a fade to the end of the text. Okay, good. That is basically done. Alright, so now just remember, always play back your video. Now right now I already know what's going on, that this sound going to be like overpowering her voice, right? So we're going to sound mixer now to get all the sounds good, like make sure everyone able to hear her and the music in the background. So let's just wait for this little wave data thing to load here. Actually, you know, I can move without that right now. I don't need it. Okay, and it come up already. So what we want to do, we want to start the music to high, and then you drag the music down so it comes low. Oh, what I use now, 36 is the lowest. I have it somewhere around 28. That's what I usually use. Now that's if we don't use the mic. Now if we don't use the mic for recording announcements, we have to bring it like that low, because the normal recording volume on the camera is not loud enough to compensate. So we need to just bring everything that's in the middle, which is when the video playing, which is the body of the announcements, have to be down on 28. And it could raise back up at the end. See, so we have that slight raise up at the end, but I guess this may not really make much sense right now, because seeing as the song ending there anyway. So basically what would happen, the song would, at the beginning of the announcement, the song would be loud, and then as she comes in it will drop. Let's bring it in a little bit more. Going to have a gradual, the bigger the slope is, or the longer the slope is, more gradual. We have the sound fading out. This is what you want. You want to always be subtle in your videos. You don't want to, unless you're really looking for like half stuff, like I don't know, a half sound effect and stuff like that, where you don't want a fade in or a fade out. So basically, I think that's it. I think I'm done. Just listen it and make sure it's okay. Okay, so basically right now I'm just listening to hear everything that is okay. Um, so let me just stop this right here now. I'll do all the tweaks after, but that is everything there. Tip, right? Always listen back what you do. Always watch back your work. Always like watch it back 2, 3, 4 times if you have to. Longer stuff you might not watch, like some days about an hour and a half, a whole series. You may not watch it entirely over, but make sure you look over pieces like where clips joined or where you have music. Just look it over, listen how the sound, and make sure everything okay. Make sure the sound is down enough that you can hear the person's voice. Um, Make sure you don't have no, well, I don't think you're doing anything for buzzing in the sound, but just make sure, just go back and fix whatever you had to fix, because as we all know, we're striving for excellence in everything. And I firmly believe that even if you are one of those who like really want to learn video editing, um you could learn it, but it's not only learning it, it's about the skills or your imagination. It's how much you could use your imagination to create stuff. So I would encourage you to look at a lot of videos online. Go on YouTube, search for other churches videos, how they do their stuff, just videos in general. Look at effects, how people do stuff, and try to mimic it to make it better or do a change. And I don't know, I think imagination is the thing that would really push your editing. It's not the skill that you have, because you could learn the video editing software to a T, but when you have to edit, if you don't have proper, I mean, I don't know to say proper, but if you don't have a developed imagination to think and to be creative and to want to go the extra mile, your stuff will just look boring. It will not like grasp or like push out there. So I really encourage you all, just like let your imagination run free. Think about what you could do. Just dig in the software, look at different transitions, look online for sound effects. It have graphics effects. It have a whole lot of stuff. Even if you want another editing software, go for that. Go for another editing software and see what you can get out of it differently from what Corel offers. This is I think one of the not not pro video editing, but it's like a bridge between the consumer and the professional. So a professional could use this, or a consumer, while a professional might not prefer to use this. But anyway, so I had a quick share, and after a quick share, I was waiting for this thing to come up. I guess I kind of taxing the computer a little bit, because yeah, I really pushing the limits on this computer to get stuff done with it. Uh, well, normal MPEG 4. I think you might want to drop the quality here though. Bring it to down some letters, like here, 2.5, because we don't have any HD video for, well, we could do HD. No, it doesn't need, but it doesn't really need it. It has some other stuff that you could choose from too, but basically, yeah, once you get it in a nice render, have everything render nice. But that's how you do announcements. I hope it's helpful. I hope to get you all doing announcements, those who are interested at least. I don't want to put people in places where they don't want to operate. So if you're interested in doing video taping and learning how to edit, I think announcements is like a good place to start, because you learn basics. And after you learn the basics, then you could go on to learn like more complex stuff, and then just let your imagination go wild and you just do whatever you need to do. Uh, I think yesterday I just finished, did some for Brother Curtis, always know Brother Curtis, a video for him. It's somewhere around, I guess I could link you all that after somewhere. But yeah, or the key date is the other stuff is like having the most shots as possible. Okay, well that kinda out of the way right now, so let's just stick to announcement. So announcements ready for tomorrow. Just for me to render this out after I stop this tutorial. And thank you all for watching. I hope you all have a good night. Hope you all have a good rest. I hope I had get some rest before the morning. And yeah, thank you very much. God bless you all. Take care. Bye.